Someone in the comments had mentioned Fallout New Vegas when I had mentioned Josephine's Mercantile. But it's for real? Oh sure, it's the same section of beach, but I'm limited in where I can go by both distance and safety, because for stability and such, I use my walker, which you'll notice I'm not using at the moment, because I'm going down under this very, very slick and seaweedy place, just for a quick walk. I am thinking of definitely getting a walking stick, but I am afraid of canes. Ooh. And again, if I am talking to someone personally, I can be in a crowd with people walking by everywhere. If I'm talking on the phone with somebody, I can be talking and have no issues with people being around. But the very moment I'm by myself, like recording something on a tablet, oh, my social anxieties explode. But of late, I, number one, have the sniffles, so I think I've caught a cold. But I can still smell and taste just great, so I don't think it's the Covfefe bug. And I have been, like last night, I lay on my bed because I was just so tired. And I didn't fully fall asleep, but I certainly wasn't awake until it was time to go to bed. Then, of course, because it was hot and I sleep on a rock with a mattress topper on it, I tossed and turned all night. My roommate, is, he too is an old man, and like most old men, likes it warm. So he shuts the window, and we live in an old nursing home, and so it is hot, and I have to turn on the fan. And of course, he's the sort of fellow that likes to spray the air because he doesn't like odors, but if you shut a door and a window and it's hot, we are chemical factories. Most chemicals do not smell good. So even if you're not burping and farting and all that, even if you're freshly showered, just sitting in a room that's hot with no ventilation, the chemical factory that is your body is going to be emitting odors. So, you know, anyway though, I hope you've enjoyed the seaweed here on the beachfront, the quote-unquote beachfront. I'm going to be out wandering and then hopefully recording, and I don't know if the tide's coming. Oh, it must be going out. I mean, this is fresh seaweed deposited here, so okie dokie, you take care. Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen again. Greetings to all of our boys, girls, and non-binary friends out there. I think I already said that in a different bit that I'm going to stitch in, but hard to say. Just as a quick thing, you see these jackets I wear. They're just long sleeve flannel things. I wear them as just jackets. I'm trying to show down my body, but I can't tell because my eyes are on the same level as the almost sideways screen. So I just wear these as jackets, and yeah, I got a tummy. I got quite a belly on me. Well, it ain't that big, but still. Yeah, so it's kind of, well, it's a gray day. It's just gray. Just a gray day. A day of grayness, which is fine. I'm going to be going to Walmart. I need to get some more shirts. Some of the shirts that I bought ended up being, well, they're long sleeves, so that was unfortunate. They're t-shirt types, but I have to roll them up to get them off of my forearms or I overheat and can't wear them. But some of them I got were so small and tight that if I do that, it pinches the nerves on my arms, so I can't wear them. Luckily, they were cheap on sale, so I'm going to go and get more of like, here, I'll have to make a lot of noise, get more of this kind. If you can even read that, it's probably backwards. So, yay. Still though, it's just a day. I'm going to be, like I say, going to Walmart and then off to the library. If I see anything that's fascinating, I'll try my best to show it, but I have, unfortunately, recorded most of the things that I can actually get to. And then the other places that it takes like a bus to get to, there's nothing really fascinating to show. I mean, this is different. Not every place you go is going to have, you know, a naval shipyard. Is not going to have crunchy beaches, you know, and a bit of, you know, water from an ocean bit that's tearing off part of a state. So this is different. I mean, even for me in Washington State, it's cool. But places like Walmart and all that, I mean, yeah, you know, I could show a Walmart, but that's not really interesting. The other places that are interesting, I mean, are kind of depressing. There's a veterans graveyard, and since I am irreverent, I tend to call cemeteries just boneyards. So it's just the, you know, the veterans boneyard, and there's a lot of bones in that boneyard, let me tell you. It's a big boneyard, but it's just a boneyard. I mean, there's nothing really to show. I mean, boneyards are a waste of space, which is one of the reasons that I want to be cremated or some such after my death, because I don't want my corpse to take up valuable landscape that's going to be needed in time. So, you know, just pitch my corpse into the fire, or I think, you know, mulching, where, yeah, just mulching, or there's the thing where they'll put you in a pod and then plant a tree so that your corpse will, you know, provide nutrients for the tree. And I think that's great too. I just don't want to be buried. And even after I'm burned up, you know, please scatter the ashes. Release my carefully hoarded resources to the world. Sky burial would be best. That's where they just cut your body into pieces so that it's easier for the birds to get to, and then let the birds take care of it. And then you gather up the bones, but no, in this case, just get rid of the bones afterward. Don't bother putting them in an ossuary, please. No need. I'm dead. I mean, not right now, but I will be. So, anyway, that's nice and grim. But it's just a great day, and I'm going to wander around and do things. I'm very happy that I'm going to be moving into my own place soon. As tiny as it will be, but as I was speaking with my therapist, the house I was living in before was way too big for me to be even taken care of. Even just the 2 rooms I had were beyond me physically. The place I'm going into is going to be possibly too small, but it'll be easier for me to take care of. I need to find some place that's in between. But until then, having a smaller place that I can take care of with my physical abilities is a good thing. Hey, hey. So, I'll see you at different spots, hopefully. And you take care. Yay. I have mentioned that there is a bookstore in Port Orchard, Find the Path Books. They don't just have books, they have games and stuff. And one of there's an artist in town who does painting. These are 3D printed blanks, and then they paint them. This dragon spoke to me when I saw it on the shelves, and I had to buy it, which is why I have this, because this is being a 3D model, very soft and easy to break. And I can't transport a lot, and this fits it just about perfectly. It is a very, very cool thing, and as you can see, I don't want it to just get destroyed, but it speaks to me, this dragon. Hopefully you can hear this. I don't know when this started, but I've been tucking my shirts in. How about that? You know, I ain't that fat anymore. Got quite the dump truck, though. It's not the best camera in the world on my tablet, but I think that's a dead jelly. It's not really doing anything. What kills a jelly? I mean, they don't like die of old age. They're effectively immortal, kind of. I mean, it depends on the jelly, but do jellies die of old age? Huh. I am dehydrated. Focus on my thumb, camera. You see that split in my skin? Yeah, that's the second time it is split. It is very painful. Ow. I just thought I'd mention that. Sea air can be very, very drying. And I'm gonna feel like such an idiot all day for missing my mid-manager appointment. But at the same time, here's the waterfront. Shells, seaweed, water, rocks, urban, driftwood, lockers, and concrete efforts to hold the world at bay for just a little bit longer. It's not much, but it is nice. I mean, seriously, I don't know what I'm going to do. Sure, this is urban, but it's also the waterfront, and I'm going to miss all this, and it's become a part of my identity that I live so close to the world famous. I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle this change. What must have happened, and how often did it happen, that they had to put that specifically around it to keep people away from smacking into it, I imagine? How about that? It's a hill, but it's not that big a hill.